How's it going, guys? Rachel West and Mark Topkin here at the Trop, where the Rays just fell to Boston in Game 2 of the ALDS, Mark. They won Game 1 last night. Super exciting. A little bit of a letdown tonight. What went wrong?
The bullpen. The bullpen's definitely what went wrong. I mean, Shane Baz started, rookie. I think they were hoping maybe 4 or 5 innings from him. He ended up only getting into the third. They pulled him then, but I think you have to put this on the bullpen. He left with a 5-3 lead, and this is a team that prides itself on the bullpen, and they just let it get away, and they let it get away ugly, the final being 14-6. And 2 guys that they are counting on a lot, Rachel, let them down. I mean, Colin McHugh gave up 2 home runs. He only gave up 3 all year. He gave up 2 tonight in a 7-batter span. And Matt Whistler, a little bit of a curious choice in a key situation there. They didn't go to Kittredge. They didn't go to Fairbanks. Went to Whistler there, and he gave up a 3-run homer, so that really cost him 2.
Well, like you said, it got ugly kind of quick there, but are there any positives that they can take away from tonight?
Jordan Luplow hit a grand slam, a second grand slam in Rays postseason history, and it was a very energizing moment. I mean, and that kind of ties into my other one, which was the crowd. 37,000, biggest crowd in 5 years here. It was rocking and rolling early on, and you know, when Luplow hit that grand slam, that was kind of the blow the roof off the moment here, and everyone's waving the towels and all that. So those would be the 2 positives that you take out of this, and outside of that, really not much.
Just keep on hitting grand slams, right? It's that easy. That's all you have to do.
Strategy.
Okay, so now the series is shifting up to Boston, shipping up to Boston, some may say.
There you go.
Good with puns around here. They lose the home field advantage now going up there. What can we expect with that?
Look, Fenway is always a challenging place to play. There's always big crowds. They're always loud. They're always maybe a little obscene, a little pointed, a little colorful. And it's going to be even more so for a playoff atmosphere. I mean, Sunday's game's in the afternoon, so maybe that dulls it a little bit. Monday, though, is going to be wild. It's Marathon Day. The Marathon has been moved to October because of, obviously COVID and all that type of stuff. So that's always an all-day party in Boston anyway. Now you add a 7 o'clock Rays-Red Sox game, and depending on who wins Game 3, if the Red Sox win, they're playing to close out the series in a 7 o'clock Marathon Day game. So that is going to be a wild scene on Monday in and around Fenway Park.
That is certainly the truth. And now, pitching-wise, what can we expect? Who do we think is going to be getting the ball for that?
Kind of interesting now. I mean, the Rays set this up, and when they set it up, it sounded pretty good, was go double Shane, McClanahan and Baz games 1 and 2, and then they had Drew Rasmussen for Game 3, and then a bullpen day for Game 4 with a little bit of flexibility. But now it's a little tougher situation. Now it's 1-1. They used a lot of bullpen guys tonight and a little bit on Thursday. Drew Rasmussen, they would like to think is going to give him 5 or 6 innings. They can't be sure of that. So do you go with the bullpen day in Game 3, thinking Rasmussen can maybe bail you out in Game 4 if you lose, or to clinch it? Or do you go with Rasmussen in Game 3 and then save Game 4 for the bullpen day? But if he falters, then you use up a bunch of bullpen guys in Game 3. So, look, the Rays left here tonight. They're flying Saturday morning, and they plan to spend a lot of time, tonight, and I would assume on the plane tomorrow, talking about this and coming up with the best solution. But I think you can kind of point a hole or see the logic either way they go.
Well, they're going to have to be creative, and, I mean, they're pretty good at it. So
No doubt.
History has told us that. Guys, make sure you're keeping up with all of our coverage of the rest of the ALDS and rest of the postseason, we'll see maybe, over on social media at Sports by Tampa Bay Times, as well as everything we've got over for you at tampabay.com.